Hi Hannah, welcome to the online version of Ed 165. I'm so excited to try this method of teaching and so excited to have you on board. Hopefully I can clarify some items right from the beginning so that we can just walk through this course together and there won't be any confusion, but chances are there's going to need to be clarification, so feel free at any time to let me know, either via email or if you want to Skype me. I see that we're connected already through our Skype account, so anytime you see that I'm online, feel free to ring me and we can talk about anything that you need. So just to walk you through the first learning guide, I'll just show you how I have it set up, and I will probably keep it in this format throughout the semester unless you let me know that it's not clear, and then I can always tweak. Start off with the learning goals, so what you can expect to know by the end of the module are listed right away. I like to use essential questions, so you can see a couple of them there at the first bullet point that we'll be addressing in this first module. So basically the long and the short of this introductory type of lesson is just really defining what it means to teach Christianly. And we're going to find as a class that there's some differing views on this. So I think it will be interesting to see where everybody's coming from, and by the end to really define a solid answer for that question. The resources I'd like you to look at for as far as reading are listed here. I have 4 that are required, so definitely these 4 I want you to look at and read and take notes on. The additional reading is from Donovan Graham, Teaching Redemptively. Excellent book. If you have a copy of this, I definitely would use it as an accompanying text. We'll be referencing Graham throughout the course, and I'm actually pretty excited that Graham's going to be our keynote speaker at the Heartland Convention this year. So just if you get a chance, I know you're busy, but if you can dig into Graham as we go through the semester as well, I think that will help to meet our objectives. The learning activities basically are the things you got to do, okay? So the rest of it is, the background, the planning, and the resources we need. This list of 8 things are, somewhat like a checklist for you. So stuff that I want you to do and actually maybe have an artifact for at the end of the module. You can see number 1 is read the syllabus. So you'll find that on Canvas. So click that link and pull up the syllabus and take a look at that, so you get a sense of where this semester is going. Also our reading assignments as listed. There's a Prezi posted that we're going to be going through together in class. I'd like you to look at it on your own and then just let me know if you have any questions concerning that. We can talk over Skype about that as well. A poem by Marianne Williamson. I'd like you to respond in writing, just a quick response to let me know how that impacted you. Number 6, this will be very interesting from your side of the world. Ask 3 peers, some people that you're working with there in Nicaragua, what they think the difference is between Christian education and secular education, and then post their responses anonymously on the Padlet that I have attached to Canvas. As an assignment, an assessment, you'll see a discussion board. I put you in a group with the rest of the 165 students, so jump in and share your insights, respond to theirs, and by the end of the module, just Skype me, let me know when we can talk about how this module is going for you. I'm estimating it will take you about 9 hours of work, which is what we expect of our on-campus students as well. 1 hour in the classroom and 2 hours outside of class time for coursework. So the next section of the learning guide are the discussion questions. These are typically the questions we'll be wrestling with in class here at Dort. So what I'm asking you to do is just to read these questions ahead of time before you get into the required readings, and then try to incorporate your response or your answer to these questions in your note-taking and so forth that you're going to email to me at the end of the module. Okay, so then I know that you've at least thought about, or maybe you've had a chance to discuss these questions with people that you're on spin with. Who knows? Self-assessment, just something for you to start to think and reflect. We have an assessment coming up in Module 2 where you'll write a paper based on your past schooling experiences. So I did attach the rubric and the guidelines for that assignment, even though it's a little bit farther in advance. But you can at least get a sense for what's going to be expected, what you're going to have to write about. So for this module, just start to think about those past experiences and how they fit in with this framework idea that we're talking about here. So again, the graded assessment for this module is the discussion board. So I encourage you to jump in and have an online discussion with your classmates. All right, thank you, Hannah. Have a wonderful week and let me know if you have any questions. God bless.